Too, having a little bit of a technical issues today. But anyway, so what I was saying is in my group, which is currently Faithfully and Financially Free, it will be changing very soon to Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise. Um, I did a poll and there was some interest in learning about crypto. So I just figured I'd throw out a video and kind of gauge that interest a little bit more. So today we're going to talk about the 3 steps to getting started with crypto. All right. So I'm by no means an expert. This is something that my husband and I have been doing for a little over a year, past year, something like that. Um, and I just thought I'd share. So before we jump in, if you're watching YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all the things. If you're not watching on YouTube, when we're done, pop on over there and do the same. All right. So my 3 steps to getting started with crypto. It's very, very simple. The first thing is you just want to learn some basics. You want to learn the terminology. You want to learn what crypto is, what Bitcoin is, because a lot of people will sometimes use those terms interchangeably. And crypto is kind of the overarching term for different cryptocurrencies, and Bitcoin is one of those. I do recommend it's where we started with Bitcoin because it is the most common. So there's that. But you just want to, get a feel for the lands. I believe that you should never invest in something you know nothing about, but I also believe that you don't need to know everything about something to get started, especially if you have someone laying out the path for you. All right. So step one is just get some knowledge, grow your FI, learn a little bit about your FIQ, meaning your financial IQ, just learning the terminology and things like that. All right. So terms, the process, the way you can use it, like, what does it mean to invest in crypto? What does it mean to trade? There's terms out there, the blockchain, and there's lots of ways to get involved. But just learn some terminology. Okay. So the second step to getting started with crypto, in my opinion, is to choose your exchange. We have used 3 different exchanges, and what I recommend for beginners is Coinbase. I have a link somewhere around here if you want to check it out. The fees are a little bit higher in Coinbase, but I recommend them for beginners because it's so simple and it lays it out. It's a lot more user friendly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then once you get your feet wet, you learn some things, you can always go to a different exchange. But that's where I would start. That's where I've had the most enjoyable experience, if I can say that. All right. If you have questions, pop them in the chat. I'll get those answered for you. All right. So we're going to learn some basics, just learn the lay of the land, learn some language, some terms. We're going to choose the exchange that we're going to use. Like I said, I'm currently recommending Coinbase. And number 3 is jump in, get started. The best way to learn and get motivated to learn more is have some skin in the game, right? So the nice thing with this is you can get started with, $10, $50, $100. It doesn't take a large amount of sum to get started with cryptocurrency, and that is kind of the beauty of it. The other beautiful thing about it is it's well, the fact that it's non-regulated has 2 sides of that coin, so it can be a little scary and it makes it susceptible to scams. So you always want to use reputable companies and know who you're using. Again, I'm recommending CryptoBase. Um, but it's also the part that's very transparent. Um, you know, you can't go online and see all the transactions of your local bank where money's going in and out of, but you can with blockchain, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, whatever you want to talk about it. You can see that chain of events. So, and that's something that you would, if you're interested in it, that would be step 3, and learning more about things like that, learning the intricacies, learning how to track it, learning how to do all that. And there's some other options like mining and things like that you can get into. But if you want to start, dip your toes in, get your feet wet. 3 steps: learn some language and some terminology. Choose your exchange. Again, I'm recommending Coinbase. And then 3, jump in and get started. That is for me, like my husband was the one who was more interested in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And I was like, I don't know. I'm unsure. But once we started doing it, then I was more motivated to learn because I wanted to know where my money was. I wanted to know what it was doing. And I wanted to know what all the hype was. So experts out there say that cryptocurrency is the wave of the future. Um, I don't know. I think it's definitely something to learn about and something that people can make money in short term, long term, but you have to do it with some knowledge base. So I'm looking at creating a 3 or 5 day challenge on getting started with Bitcoin, the basics, walking you step by step. So if that's something you're interested in. Let me know, put it in the comments, reach out to me, send me a message. I want to know all your questions so I can make sure I answer all the questions in that challenge. It'll be a free challenge. Like I said, probably 3 or 5 days, depending on how much information that I decide to cover based on the questions that I get. But to be in that, you want to make sure you're in my group, Faithful and Financially Free Families, and you'll have all the updates for that challenge that is coming. So, again, send me all your questions. Let me know if you're interested in that challenge, and I will see you on Monday.